subtitles. We can do this. All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to Let's Trailer Reaction. It's been a little while since we did it. Hey, what's wrong with that?
You can't say, "Hey, we're professionals. We can do this," as you've already started recording. That just thereby negates the fact that you're not professional.
You guys are pros. You guys are pros. I guess we should have counted it in like Wayne's World, but it might be too troublesome. So Scream is back. So if you guys haven't watched the Sidekick Show, we just did a review of 1996's The Scream, checking if it's still relevant, checking if it's still a fun watch. So check that out.
This is called The Scream, like the Facebook?
No, it's just called Scream.
Yeah, it's just called Scream, John, not The Scream. The Scream is the painting. And just like the Facebook is for like old people.
But they took that for the poster, kind of the mask. It looks kind of like that, right? So we're in it's going to be in 2022, so we're in the verge of a new Scream coming out. So it's going to I'm not professional. I said you guys are professionals. I'm hoping you guys will pick up the slack here. So in January 14th, 2022, we are going to be back in Scream Town
scary
again.
Month. January is a very scary month, known for its horror movies.
Yeah. It's actually really bizarre. It's all of a sudden dropping. We are on the 25th anniversary of Scream as of December, I believe. So if you didn't feel old now, there's that. Rob, what do we know about this movie? Is it a direct sequel or anything like that?
Well, it's technically Scream 5, but instead of calling it Scream Again, they're just calling it Scream. And it will reunite a number of actors from the past movies. And then
Neve
introduce
Campbell,
a whole
Courteney
new generation.
Cox,
Courteney Cox
and David Arquette are all attached.
Yeah, and there might be a couple others. I think Jamie Kennedy's not involved. But
unfortunately,
he's too busy.
No. There's other reasons, John. Where
I've been following his career. Yeah. So let's go. Any expectations going into Scream, guys? Stu, what are you looking forward to? Anything? Or you're just like surprised that this is here?
I wish Stu, aka Matthew Lillard, was still in this movie, but that's just me. Anytime there's a Stu in the movie, I'm all about it. So that's why I love watching Billions with Stewie in it. He's such a great character. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. So Scream 1, 1996 was a huge deal. Rob, do you foresee this revolutionizing or changing it up, or it's just trying to catch up at this point?
I don't know. I feel like the property hasn't been gone long enough, considering that they just had like 2 seasons of a show about it. So, and is Ghostface really that scary? This is the problem, right?
Yeah, no.
So
the mask you can now buy in the dollar store.
Are we going to see the Sabretooth in this trailer? Is he still alive? Or are we going to know whether he's going to be?
Let's see. Let's see if they can recapture that magic. So without further ado, thanks everybody for joining us. Let's Trailer Reaction Scream 2022 version.
Oh man, not Red Band. Boo.
No one has a landline. Oh, there you go.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
It's like the same opening.
Doors unlocked. All doors locked. Doors unlocked.
Hello?
It's happening.
3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sidney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Something about this one just feels different.
Samantha? I know who you are. I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is going to keep coming for you. You ready for this? Never.
Oh, stop. Wait.
you wear a Letterman jacket, you gotta die.
There's certain rules to surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers. Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here. And I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Hello, Sidney. It's an honor.
Hey, Jack Quaid. Anytime I see Jack Quaid, it's always a good time.
Oh man, David Arquette looking kind of badass for a second there. Rob, you got like
I think
very,
he means looking kind of bad.
you got a very mad look on your face. I like the integration of the technology in that opener, which is kind of almost, I don't know if it's a very throwback to the original Scream. What do you think, Rob?
I think it is. I think it is a throwback. I mean, they released some promo images, and it's almost like shot for shot. You know, with her on the counter
Same
with
house,
the knife,
almost,
and yeah, as Drew Barrymore. I think the idea of like using technology that keep your systems hacked and they can keep getting in, I think is very real. Mm-hmm. I just worry though that just like the original Scream, that the opening scene is gonna be the best part, and then it's all gonna be downhill. Right? It looks okay. I've read a little bit on the internet about this, and people saying these directors, like, there's a lot that they're holding back on promotional images and promotional stuff and trailers. We'll see maybe what the next trailer looks like. I would have liked to have seen a Red Band trailer, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I think if you're selling a horror movie, you got to go Red Band. This whole Green Band is ridiculous.
Let's just go straight to Netflix.
Would I go to the theater to see this based on what I'm looking at now? No, I wouldn't. But
I think so. Like, not really my thing. It doesn't look groundbreaking, although they are continuing the whole like meta thing, like when they're describing the rules of, I guess, the sequel. So, Stu, did that have any appeal to you at all? You waiting for zombie Matthew Lillard to show up?
I totally understand the vibe they're going for. It's good to see characters from both Scream 1 and Scream 4. So
I'm surprised you recognize who's from Scream 4. But
I was like, I kind of recognize. I'm like, because most people I recognize have probably died most in the series. It was fun to see. It's I guess I can. My concern is that, are they doing like a Halloween kill situation where this movie just negates all the other ones, so don't worry about it, and we're just going to go straight. Imagine those other sequels didn't exist, and then it's that Halloween, and it goes to Halloween Kills.
It tends to be the trend right now. They're kind of like eradicating movies established after the first one, or whatever the most successful one is. They kind of go to there, and then they continue on from there. So, you know what? It might be something that works. I know some people did watch all of those Screams, but not me.
I think there was a specialness, and you guys talked about the podcast, to the first Scream, when there was Jamie Kennedy's performance, especially, was like, he was like, let me talk to the rules of the game, and like all that's like, there's a nuance with a character that's so in the zeitgeist of it, and based on the characters in it, I don't think anyone is going to have as much fun as the first Scream movie, as terrifying as that movie was. But there was something about that early 90s flair where it was a little bit of like kind of off the cuff humor that I think so far this one is missing, just based on trailer. I wonder if
they're going to go, they might go more humor, because it definitely looked like Courteney Cox was a little bit kind of more comedic.
I don't think there's more humor.
One line she had.
She's more curmudgeon, but like that's years of training on Friends, where she just knows how to do that one-liner. But Jimmy Kennedy his character was very specifically funny, and Gale was never that funny. She was always kind of like not sure what's going on and dealing with things. So is it a movie that I'm gonna drop everything to watch? No. Is it a movie I'll watch on VOD? Oh yeah. So it probably will be a big letdown, but I'm gonna watch it.
You know what? We're gonna get this before we get Mobius. So at least
we'll see what happens. So definitely, folks, let us know what you think in the comments. Is this kind of like in your wheelhouse? Have you been waiting for a return to Scream? I don't know if maybe we're not the demographic or the market. So if you
we're definitely the demo they're aiming for, because we're nostalgic of this movie. As Rob,
they want us to bring our kids to see this movie. Like that's what they want, right? So,
I don't think I'm bringing any of my kids to see any horror movies, period. But we'll see. Maybe things will change in time. So thank you everybody for joining us for that. If you liked us talking a little bit about horror movies, definitely go back and check out that episode of the Sidekick Show where we talk about Scream from 1996 and all of our other content. And if you're watching this this coming Monday, we will be talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Freddy Krueger introduction, who I think this movie is in contention of one of the greatest horror. Well, if someone puts together a top 10 list, it's usually this or the Friday the 13th at the top of the list. So we're going to go back and watch it. So join us on Monday for the Sidekick Show. It is live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this YouTube channel, and you can have fun with us. Let us know what you thought of that movie and what you think of these other movies. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Stu and Rob, for staying up extra late to do.
Shout out to The Exorcist, a young priest, an old priest. Carry on.
See you guys later. Thank you.